Should the 40-year recertification requirement be amended to 30 years? That's being suggested tonight.
CBS 4's Joan Murray has more on that, and she is live in Surfside with the details. Joan.
Yeah, it's hard to believe we were here 3 weeks ago when this whole tragedy was unfolded. And during the time, we have heard many officials saying this will be a catalyst for building changes. Well, now one commissioner here is trying to move that proposal forward very quickly.
As recovery work winds down at the Surfside condo collapse pile, the investigation into how and why it happened is heating up.
What happened here was a clear wake-up call.
Town Commissioner Eliana Salzauer wrote a letter urging the town in August to make significant building changes, writing, "Can we please move the 40-year recertification requirement to 30 years and add the requirement of geotechnical subterranean testing and inspections? This would be for all multi-story, multi-family commercial apartment condo buildings in Surfside, not just on the beach. 40 years is too long for buildings in this climate."
Our role is to help protect the safety and welfare of our residents. This change in the policy will do just that.
Champlain Towers South was in the middle of a 40-year recertification requirement when it collapsed. But in 2018, an engineering report found major structural damage to a concrete slab below the pool deck and uncovered cracking of concrete columns, beams, and walls in the parking garage.
I think it's pretty clear that a private homeowner is responsible for taking care of their own property.
But Salzauer said that does not absolve town officials at the time.
And I think whoever is responsible at the end of the day needs to be held accountable, whether that be someone in town hall or someone who's no longer with the city. There needs to be a full accounting of everyone's actions.
The National Institute of Standards and Technology, or NIST, federal agency, has been allowed to collect samples, but the town's engineer is not permitted on the site.
They have more leverage than I do, I guess.
Kilsheimer has taken samples from the duplicate North Towers, and based on what he found, he does not believe residents are in danger.
So far, everything has been positive. The one thing that I can't do is do the below ground stuff because there's a building there, and that's why understanding south, being able to do some of that might help us feel even more comfortable with north.
Miami-Dade State Attorney Catherine Fernandez-Rundle said Thursday the scene and all related materials are still under active investigation. When it is safe and appropriate for others to gain access to the site, they will be permitted.
So the town engineer told me that he can go back to Washington where his office is located. He would rather have those samples when he goes back there because he really cannot complete his job of a finding on what happened until he is allowed access to that site. We still don't know when that may happen. Back to you.
Joan, is there any new information on the possible sale of the land where the South Tower once stood?
Yeah, and earlier this week, there was a court hearing where the judge did allow the sale to go forward. There was discussion that it's worth over $100 million. Now, there is another hearing tomorrow where that's to be discussed, as well as many other issues that have come before the judge, and we'll keep you posted on that.
We'll certainly be keeping an eye on it.
CBS 4 News.
Joan, thank you.